Beast here, and welcome back to Sprocket. So today we're talking about the Sprocket roadmap. I had no idea this thing even existed. I watched another YouTuber and they mentioned that this was on the Discord for the Sprocket game. Now, I don't really use Discord, it's my own personal feelings on the matter. I don't much care for it. So I would have never even known this existed. But since I went and looked it up, I figured I'd share it with you guys in case you don't know about it. And it looks pretty good. So let's dive right in. Currently, we are at the 2021 third quarter early access with fixes and a small break. And we are almost to the small break part because the dev released a update 2 or 3 days ago, as of the time of the recording of this video, as you can see down here. The update said we're getting close to a stable version. So once we have a stable version, we can do content update. And so he'll be taking a small break first. And a little addendum here, per quarter goals, 2 new scenarios, 5+ user suggested vehicle parts, bug fixes, and miscellaneous improvements. So let's dig into the actual quarters here. Next quarter, 2021 fourth quarter, vehicle and parts description, multi-turret and structures, custom decals and camo, multiple cannons, custom battles, and round turrets. That is a very ambitious beginning for the game once it's stable. I hope, and I mean it, I really hope all these come through without too much issue, but you never know with designing games. I mean, my father is a computer programmer, and a close friend of mine also a gaming programmer. Well, it's not what he does for a living, but he does it for fun. And any random thing can pop up what you're developing, or even just ideas that you get that you then are like, I think I'm going to, implement this. So, but with the vehicle and part descriptions, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not overly excited, though. Multiple turrets and structures, that'll be very cool. As well as the multi-cannons and the round turrets. So with all of that, you could make things like the... What's that tank? The T-35 or the T-28, the Russian multi-turrets, or the American M3. Actually, there's the M3 Lee, and then there was also the M3 Medium, which had sort of multi-turrets. I guess it had one turret on top, and then it had 4, sponson machine guns. The thing's insane. I don't know what the U.S. was thinking. But next quarter, the beginning of next year, multi-language support, vehicle and resource management. I'm wondering what that is exactly. Pike Nose Hull, Shell Designer, and Quad Tracks. Pike Nose Hull is nice for a lot of Russian tanks as well. I know I keep bringing up Russian tanks, but they always seem to have really interesting, design features. But like the BTs, for example, would have a pike nose. And the Quad Tracks, which the only tank I can think of with Quad Tracks is the Object 287, which is the nuclear tank that had 4 tracks. It was actually the last developed Russian heavy tank before they canceled all their heavy tanks. And Shell Designer. Now that one, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Second quarter of 2022, dedicated mod support, cool. Steam Workshop, really cool. Open turrets and hulls, even better. And oscillating turrets. Amazing. So I like the square, round, and oscillating turrets. And oscillating turrets have advantages and disadvantages. Oscillating turrets are very difficult to stabilize. So if you start to get into Cold War era vehicles where they begin to have stabilized turrets, oscillating turrets usually don't. So you have a disadvantage, but you have the advantage of being able to mount autoloaders. So I wonder if he plans on adding autoloaders to the game, because I think just post World War II, I could be wrong. We may have... I think even during World War II, the U.S. experimented with autoloaders, so maybe that was a thing. I don't have enough information on me at the moment to really make a dedicated opinion, but that would be cool if we had the choice to use autoloaders, at least eventually. Third quarter, 2022, which is a year from now, we get multiplayer and wheels. Really excited about both of those. For you guys that are new to the channel, I still play Space Engineers, which is a block building game, but you can actually build Newtonian physics spaceships and fly them around and do stuff. And most of my gaming group, which is called Hoots, we used to play it. And I got a lot of them playing this now because most of us play War Thunder. And we used to do build-offs in Space Engineers. We'd build fighters. And that's what started it. In fact, my friend Jakul, that's how we met. That's, in fact, how he met a lot of people. We would start talking and be like, hey, you wanna do a fighter build-off with me? Like, yeah, sure, let's do this. And then he and I started doing bigger and better build-offs. We set some serious rules for fighter battles, and then we started doing gunship battles, and then destroyers, and then cruisers. It was fun. So multiplayer would be wonderful to be able to pit against one another. And wheels, definitely looking forward to that. I like wheeled vehicles. Fourth quarter 2022, autocannons, functioning MGs, and AI aircraft. I'm a little sad that the machine guns and autocannons will not be until later next year. That's rough. But the AI aircraft you actually get to fight, that's pretty darn cool. First quarter 2023, improved design visualizations. STRV 103 suspension, that is hydropneumatic suspension for being able to aim with your suspension. So if you have a fixed gun in the hull, like the STRV 103, which is the Swedish S tank, you can move your tank and aim your gun with your suspension, which is awesome. GUI improvements and extra game modes. I'm kind of curious about what those game modes are. And then the final one is second quarter 2023, Steam achievements, final polish, Mac and Linux support. Third quarter of 2023, full release, ? Profit, I guess. Maybe the profit's coming earlier. So all this has me excited. I think this is a great roadmap. This is a lot of good goals. I have a feeling a lot of all this here is going to kind of get shoved down a bit because I think multiplayer is going to be a big one. I think that's going to... It's smart that he just has multiplayer and wheels here, but I still think this is all very ambitious. That's a lot to do. But I look forward to all of it. And what's neat is with custom battles, right now I guess you can go into the files, find a vehicle that you've saved, copy the file, and send it to somebody, and then they can throw the file into their game, manually install it, and play your vehicle if you want, which is nice. And once you have custom battles, you can then pitch yourself against your friend's vehicle if you want, which is pretty neat. Instead of having to wait until the second quarter, of next year, spring of next year. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to all of this. So I hope this was informative. Is there any features you guys are looking forward to? It's kind of hard to pick for me. I think it's going to be multiplayer. But if you guys have some opinions on it, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any information about this that I don't, please also let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys enjoyed, hit the like button. I'll see you guys next time.